Welcome back to Wisdom from Within. I'm your host. Alright, we're getting cozy for this one because I have some hard truths to tell you. This is inspired by the fact that I quit my job 5 months ago to go all in on my dreams. This is turning into an interpretive dance video. Anyway, so along the way, I learned some very profound lessons, and some of them are even kind of spiritual. I actually just did a whole 30-minute podcast on what I learned from quitting my job, so check that out if you want to get like a full dive into that and understand the backstory. But for now, I'm going to summarize this into 3 key lessons that I learned. A, this applies to anyone who is thinking of taking the leap, or B, honestly, people in general who have hopes and dreams and are trying to figure out like how to live life. Make sense? Number 1, this is gonna sound mean, but it's not, and you'll get why. No one is coming to save you. Oh my god, terrifying, right? I mean this in both the spiritual sense and an independent, like, entrepreneurial way. Basically, what I mean by that is if you want to come out unscathed and to like really develop yourself, your sense of self. The whole goal in this adventure is to develop a sense of self that is very strong and solidified and doesn't necessarily rely on too many things to feel whole and loved and all the things. Like if you want to be creative, if you want to start a business, if you want to be your authentic self, then you have to recognize what things you're latching yourself onto that are actually not serving you, right? Like where is your sense of self attached to something that is actually holding you back? And so the idea that no one is coming to save you basically puts all the onus on you and all the responsibility on you, on myself, to figure out what I'm going through. If you want to like feel the confidence and the excitement to get your ass out of bed every day and to keep trying what you're doing, like whether you're in a full-time job, side hustling, or went all in, if you want to have that confidence and the clarity to keep going, there's this idea that like finding that peace and clarity has to come from within you. Now, fun thing is that within us isn't really alone because we're connected to everything, right? There's the idea that all is one, or that God is within you, or that divinity is you, right? So if you want to really develop that sense of confidence and like be able to survive your worst days, then you have to understand that no one's coming to save you. And if you feel that it's true, then I guarantee you will be able to create days and rituals that support you in becoming your best self so that you have your own back. Tip number 2, when it comes to motivation, I think the idea that like every single day we're gonna feel excited and pumped to go for it is kind of not true. Like you're gonna wake up and have days where you just feel like shit. Like I literally just made a video about how I was feeling like a failure and what to do to get yourself out of that. So the point is like you're gonna have hard days. It's kind of built in to life. So relying on purely just like being motivated to go for it is not necessarily enough, and it's also not like the best tactic. Instead, what I think works better is a combination of leaning into discipline and also this concept that I came up with recently that's like, you know how if you're signed up for a workout class with a friend, you're basically more likely to show up. If you're meeting someone there, you're probably going to be more likely to be on time and actually go, right? Versus if you're just going to the gym by yourself, like you'll probably sleep through your alarm clock if you haven't developed that discipline. So this concept I came up with as an antidote to that is to actually view it like every single day and every week you're getting ready to meet your higher self. Obviously you're one entity, you're one person, but you can also think of it like this. If you schedule your day, this is what I've been doing, and I'll show you guys an example of like how I've been scheduling my days lately. I imagine that I am meeting not me right now, but the higher self version of me that I'm always developing at the gym. When I go, I think of it like this. Me in 10 minutes, the one who figured it out, who got her ass out of bed, who meditated, who channeled, who did her morning ritual, she's waiting for me there. And all I have to go is walk. It's literally all, have you seen those videos where people are like moving or dancing and they make this edit where you like into the other person, like into the next frame? It's like that, but real life. So you literally can imagine going to meet yourself there. That is a really good way to keep yourself accountable, basically. Like if you can develop this idea that even if you're not necessarily motivated or feeling your best that day, that viewing who you are and what your goals are as like this thing that you can just go meet. Like you can literally go and step into that person. And so you set up your days and you set up your weeks in a way that's like, what would I do this week if it was going to change my life, and how do I meet myself there? And then you start to view yourself as being your own coach. Like it ties back to being there for yourself. Holding yourself up even when things are kind of hard can be a lot easier when you view yourself as you right now working with you of the future, quote unquote future. Okay, and for tip number 3, okay, I'm balancing my camera on my laundry basket. Winning. Okay, the last tip, and this one is potentially the most important, and that is you have to put work into developing an intuition and a gut feeling and an internal voice that you can actually trust. So a lot of people are like, just follow your gut, like listen to your inner voice, whatever. That is true. However, most people are not actually putting the required effort into cultivating a voice that you can trust. Like my internal voice when I was in college, like she was like silly. Like she did not know what the hell I wanted to do. Like I drank a lot in college and like stayed up until 4, like I did absurd things in college. So the point is like, yes, that concept is true, but we kind of have to like tune the instrument, right? If you view yourself, your body, soul, mind, the whole thing as this instrument, then you have to tune it. You have to like do things to make it work properly. And we're not always doing that. Like sometimes we're not eating well, we're not sleeping well, we're not thinking well. Oh my God, this shirt. Literally, this shirt, okay, it says eat well, drink well, think well, breathe well, move well, sleep well, be well. That's how you treat the instrument. And you have to basically put time and energy into those things so that you can actually listen to your instrument, so that when you sit down and meditate, or you rely on a gut feeling, or you try to get clarity from yourself, for yourself, you actually are getting the right message. So this is the piece where if you want to feel that confidence and that ability to keep moving forward, and even when people, this is huge, this is where you apply it. Even if people are telling you things, giving you advice, like telling you should do X, Y, Z, or try this, try that, whatever, which is all great. You want to be able to clarify and check in with yourself if that's right for you, because people, even if they care about you, even if they're giving you the best advice ever, it might not actually be right for you. But the only way to figure that out is if you tune up the instrument. This is the perfect moment to bring in again that amazing quote from, it's like Momen Roshi, shit, I'll just put it in here. Your mind jewel, the gorgeous diamond in your brain that is there to help you figure things out, your guides, your angels, whatever the heck you want to call it, that is only going to get clear if you let the waters settle. Whether it's meditation, working out, breath work, eating right, sleeping right, the whole list that I just gave you. To develop an intuition that you can actually listen to, you have to do all those things, or else you're going to be thrown off path, and that's fine because you'll collect data, but you'll know if you need to shut out some noise or let it in, depending on that instrument and how well tuned it is. The last piece of this is that I think on any journey, whether it's one that's entrepreneurial or building your own business, or literally just trying to be more authentic and aligned for yourself in life, just a quick reminder that if you are enjoying the content of this video and this message, my Intro to Philosophy course called The Essential Philosophies for Liberation is made for you. It combines Zen Buddhism and a little bit of Stoicism to help you on the path to rewiring your values, getting to know your true nature, and everything that I've talked about in this video, from cultivating that intuition, that sense of self. This is a 3-part self-guided philosophy course built specifically to help you on that journey. So make sure you check it out in the link in the description. Back to the video. You have to rewrite your reward system, and you have to start valuing different things if you want it to be sustainable, right? So whereas maybe years ago or right now, you are valuing things like how much people like it, how much it's approved, your parents' opinions, the opinions of people in your community. If you value that excessively, it's gonna get really hard to actually go and do your own thing. on the path that is forged by you, the reward system and what you look forward to and the thing that drives you has to be intrinsic. Intrinsic motivators are really where you start to rewire your subconscious and the way that you operate on a day-to-day basis. And that's kind of the thing, is you have to get really comfortable with the potential that not everyone's gonna get it, not everyone's gonna like it, and people are gonna have some shit to say about it, and that's okay. As long as you continue to cultivate that intrinsic motivation that keeps you going, meeting your highest self at the gym, right? And like making it so that you're the thing motivating you, not all these other external factors, that will keep you going. Like in any artistic pursuit, they always say the creating of the art is the thing itself. It's not the result. Like we don't always have complete control over the results, and so we have to enjoy the process itself. And to me, I think that's what keeps people going. That's what keeps me going, is enjoying the process. Even if something flops, even if it doesn't work out the way I thought it would, if I'm enjoying the way there, then that's kind of the whole point. Like in the last video, I talked about the fact that maybe if we stop thinking of it as like this destination we have to get to, instead that it's just a journey, period, the end, that makes it a lot better and more fun and more fulfilling, right? That's kind of the whole point. Alright, that's a wrap. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you found it helpful. Don't forget, leave a comment, say hi. I want to hear from you guys. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next week. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share it with a friend. Yeah, love you guys. Bye.